An update on Radio 2 DJ Steve Wright's tragic death has been revealed, 3 months on. The broadcasting icon died at the age of 69 in February this year. News of his death shocked fans and his colleagues as tributes poured in for the radio titan, whose career spanned 5 decades. Metropolitan Police previously said Wright's death at a flat in the Marylebone area of central London was unexpected, but is not being treated as suspicious. Earlier this month, it was revealed that no inquest would take place. An update has since come from Westminster Register Office, who told the Mirror that his death is still yet to be registered. According to gov.uk, they recommend registering a death within 5 days, which includes weekends and bank holidays. They say a certificate for a burial will be issued to give to a funeral director, or an application for cremation which would need to be completed and given to the crematorium. These must be done before the funeral can take place. Earlier this month, Westminster Coroner's Court said in a statement, an inquest will not be required for Mr. Wright. The coroner has now discontinued this case. Coroners investigate sudden, violent or unnatural deaths such as an accident or suicide. They can decide whether there are grounds to hold an inquest for a natural death, which can happen in a case of neglect or if the person was in police custody or prison at the time of death. Steve's family said in a statement in February, "It is with deep sorrow and profound regret that we announce the passing of our beloved Steve Wright." In addition to his son, Tom, and daughter, Lucy, Steve leaves behind his brother, Lawrence, and his father Richard. Also, much-loved close friends and colleagues, and millions of devoted radio listeners who had the good fortune and great pleasure of allowing Steve into their daily lives as one of the UK's most enduring and popular radio personalities. As we all grieve, the family requests privacy at this immensely difficult time. Michael Ball has since been announced as the host of a Sunday Love Songs show, which Steve was well loved for presenting. It has been retitled Love Songs with Michael Ball. Steve was made an MBE in the 2024 New Year Honours for services to radio and first joined the BBC in 1980. Gary Davis shared to the Mirror the impact of the devastating loss of his colleague and friend. He took over Steve's Pick of the Pops as a temporary host following the shock news. Speaking to the Mirror about how he felt taking on the show, Gary said, "Emotional. I love Pick of the Pops. I've loved Pick of the Pops ever since my old colleague, Alan Freeman, used to do it back in the 80s. It's an iconic program. It's an absolute pleasure to do Pick of the Pops and for the short time that I'm doing it. But obviously, the reason for me doing it is not great at all, you know. I wish I wasn't having to do it at the moment, and I wish it was still Steve." Follow Mirror Celebs on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube and Threads.